Birds flying high, you know how I feel. Sun in the sky, you know how I feel. Breeze drifting on by, you know how I feel. It's a new dawn, it's a new day, it's a new life. For me, it's a new dawn, it's a new day, it's a new life. Woo! And I'm feeling good. Uh, y'all looking for me? Y'all looking for me? Well, here I is. Hey! Here I is. Hit her with that Nina Simone today. Here I is. Well, here I go with another Here I Is flow. I don't know how this show is gonna go, but I'ma do my thing and I'ma do it the way I wanna. I lost my flow already, god damn, now I'm gonna start again because it's my show and I'm gonna win because the shit I do is so interesting. That's how I put it in this flow, and that's how I'm gonna go on another show. So everybody come on, click that like button. And if you like it, click that donate button. And if you don't, tell me what you think about the show. But don't say one-liners like you's a hoe. Say something else, articulate yourself. Don't talk crazy to me cause you don't know. I don't know what else to say. God damn it. But that was alright though. What's up, y'all? Here I is. Hey, it's good to see y'all. One again in the house. I'm back. I'm putting it down the way I can only do it, which is, hey, telling the truth. All right, let's go ahead. Let's stop this. There we go. Look here, y'all. I'm going to get right into this shit because this shit is quite entertaining. This is gonna be a fun one tonight. I just really got wind of this earlier today. And when I had heard this lady's name, but I heard it, I can't remember, I think it was on the news or something where I heard it, but I didn't really get into it because I heard her name and I heard Black Lives Matter. And instantly when I hear Black Lives Matter, it's like my mind be like, oh man, fuck this shit. You know, if somebody say something that you just ain't really on, you just, oh man, fuck that shit. That's exactly, I'm telling you, that's exactly what I heard. But I was actually on YouTube today and I was doing some stuff on my channel, looking at some shit that had got demonetized and had to remonetize. You know how they do that blocking shit. I was doing that. And I had started playing a video to check it, and then it played, and then they started playing random stuff, and then this came up, and I was like, "Oh man, that was the lady!" And then I watched it, I saw what it was. I was like, "Oh hell no, I got to talk about this," and that's pretty much how it came about. But we gonna have ourselves a good old time on tonight. Click that like button. I had been trying to get the show together earlier. Y'all know that I usually don't come on this late. I know it's been 2 nights in a row, but the power was out earlier. The power went out in the middle of me cooking some chili. I was cooking and the power was out for like about an hour, so that just kind of threw everything off. But I'm here and we're going to get it in. So without further ado, let me go to my favorite part of the show.
Federal law allows citizens to reproduce, distribute, or exhibit portions of copyrighted motion pictures, videotapes, or video discs under certain circumstances without authorization of the copyright holder. This is called fair use and is allowed for purposes of criticism, news reporting, teaching, and parody, which doesn't infringe of copyright under 17 USC 107.
Good wine, good wine. Yeah, I got that wine tonight, y'all. Got a little wine on tonight. All right, so if you have not seen this, when I first heard about it, I was like, man, an officer is down. And I immediately got sad. An officer went down in the streets on today, and it was just a terrible thing. You know, the brothers in blue took an L, and I was just distraught. So without further ado, let's watch it.
We are following some breaking news tonight. The Black Lives Matter mural on Fifth Avenue vandalized once again. Good evening. Thanks for joining us tonight. I'm Jessica Moore. A police officer was injured trying to stop a protester from throwing black paint on the mural in Midtown this afternoon. It's the third time that mural has been vandalized in less than 1 week. CBS 2's Nick Calloway live outside Trump Tower with the latest. Nick.
Yeah, Jessica, that fresh paint is now starting to dry on Fifth Avenue. It's been several hours since this happened, and still the paint has not been cleaned up.
But you want to defund the police for black people.
Another day, another vandalism of the Black Lives Matter mural outside Trump Tower. The woman seen on video this afternoon pouring black.
Now, I had heard that she actually was pouring out the black paint by accident. She was just trying to use the bottom of a paint can to make noise and to drum up, to help with her message that she's getting across. It just so happened that the can she was using had black paint in it. So she just dumped the paint out, which what I thought made perfectly good sense. She dumped out the paint so that she could beat on the paint can like a drum so that she could talk about what her protest was about. Because that's all this was. This was just a protest. So I don't understand what the problem was as to why she got arrested. These officers really need to be held accountable for this. All this lady was doing was trying to protest, and she just emptied out what was in the paint can so that she could actually bang on the bottom of the paint can. And I don't understand how this whole thing got misconstrued. I don't know how the confusion came about, but all she was trying to do was just beat on the paint can so that she could speak her talking points to a beat, which, is one of those things where I feel as though she's well within her right to do that. But why all of this extra stuff happened, how she got arrested, I have no idea.
Paint on the mural and calling for the city to, quote, refund the police, end quote. The scene turned chaotic as police officers tried to arrest the woman.
And then she was even trying to clean up the paint. Once she realized that the paint was on the ground, she was trying to clean it up. How many upstanding citizens like this would actually try to clean up the mess that they accidentally made? You understand what I'm saying? It's like we as people have to really start putting things in perspective and just realizing that, hey, there are just some good people out here. She was using the can to make noise. The paint fell out of the can by accident. And what did she do? Did she leave it there? No, she didn't leave it there. She actually tried to get it up. Now, had she had some bounty picker-upper, the quicker picker-upper, maybe she could have got it up faster. But the fact that this upstanding black sister of ours was out here trying to clean up a mess that she accidentally made, how does she wind up in cuffs? I have no idea. I have no idea. This is one of the problems that we have. The New York Police Department, they should be ashamed of themselves. How many people actually make a mess out in public and then pick it up? If I'm walking down the street and for some unforeseen reason I spill this wine, the last thing I'm going to do is pick it up. I might cuss and be like, damn it, I spilled my wine. But then for me to try to clean it up, why would I get arrested for that? And that's all this lady did. I mean, I don't know. I don't understand what the problem is in New York as to why they would treat her this way. She's literally trying to clean up a mess that she made by accident. And she gets arrested for it? Seriously? Man, I don't know what to say about these police officers, but
she apparently resisted, causing one
boom,
officer to fall hard.
Down goes Frazier. And that's exactly what he get. That officer deserves to fall and hit and get hit like that. He deserved it because he was hindering this woman from cleaning up her mess. I mean, how many black queens do we see doing this type of good Samaritan work? You make a mess and you clean it up. You know, they say it's no point in crying over spilled milk, but hey, I guess it is a point in crying over spilled paint, because this was something that she tried to clean up, and she tried to take responsibility and accountability for her actions, which is something that we always talk about. Always talking about it.
To the ground on Fifth Avenue, injuring his shoulder and writhing in pain. Witnesses watching.
Did he say writhing? Ooh, that means it really hurt. God damn it, man.
The frenzy unfold.
It seemed like he slipped on the wet paint.
And I think, matter of fact, this police officer, I think he put this paint on purpose, because this is like almost blackface. Actually, black arm. You know? I mean, just let's think about this here now. Why would he get paint on his arm if he wasn't trying to hold? See, I'm seeing a little bit more into this now. I'm seeing a little bit more into this. See, the black paint on his arm is representing the strength of the black man. And the strength of the black man on the white man's arm shows the clear oppression of the white man against the black man. You see what I'm saying? So you take the black arm represents black people. The white man putting his white arm in the black paint, stay with me now, putting his white arm in the black paint shows the systemic oppression of the white man, who just so happens to be the police, how he is putting his own oppression onto the black man. See that? You see that? This is a clear picture of what systemic racism is all about. You have a white police officer with an arm that's painted black, and he's the law. So he is trying to hold down the black man using the white man's law, which is the police. Boy, come on here now. One fish, two fish, red fish, blue fish.
He looked like he was in pain. He was lying down. They took him away in an ambulance.
They don't care!
It took several minutes for other officers to get the woman caked in black paint into custody. Another woman was also arrested for the incident. It's the third time in less than a week.
Now, was that a real black person, or was that another white police officer painted black? Let me go back and rewind that. Let's see. Is that a real black person, or is that a white man painted as a black man to oppress another black queen who was out there trying to help her clean up the paint?
The woman was also arrested for the incident. It's the third time in less than a week the mural has been vandalized. On Friday, a woman wearing an All Lives Matter shirt poured blue paint on the mural. 3 people were arrested for that incident, and police are searching for the man who splattered red paint on the mural on Monday. Tonight, we're told charges are pending against the 2 women who were arrested for today's incident. Meanwhile, that injured officer, we're told he was taken to Bellevue with non-serious injuries. Reporting live in Midtown, Nick Calloway, CBS 2 News.
All right, Nick, thank you.
See? Thank you, Nick. I appreciate that. Now, there's another video that we have which shows her accidentally spilling paint again. Yep, she's spilling the paint again.
That's landscape.
All right.
So all you gotta do is press start. You know how to go start?
No, it's good. It's
It's
on.
live?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. We live?
Yep.
Ladies and gentlemen, we in Brooklyn, and it ain't over. Jesus matters. We're taking our country back. We're taking it back. And let me tell you something. The police need our help. They can't stand alone. Don't just sit by idly and watch your country go to the ground.
that black
Stand
paint
with
on
your
her
police
hands already?
force. Vote for Trump. Vote Republican. Vote for Christians and stand up Christians.
Oh, so she a Trump supporter too. Okay, then she did this shit on purpose. She did all this shit on purpose. Oh, okay. All right, then. No. She did all this shit on purpose. She tearing this Black Lives Matter shit down on purpose. Y'all forget all them other theories that I was talking about before. Y'all can forget all that. No, she meant that shit. She meant every speck of paint out there. She meant it, and that she did it again and again and again. This is her pleasure. This is what she do. Her foot up Black Lives Matter all day. Bang, 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 bang. That's what she do. That's what she doing. She doing this on purpose, y'all. She doing it on purpose.
Lead demonic antichrist people out of this nation, please.
In Jesus' name. Hey guys,
And she doing it in Jesus' name. So y'all really can't fool around with her now. Yeah. Hallelujah. Shandaraboshai. Ah, yes, Lord. Yes, don't y'all give me the shouting up in here.
want to encourage you guys to pray. Just pray for us
Yep,
right now.
they're gonna roll
Pray
her
for
sticking out the
officers.
window.
Pray for what we doing
Yeah,
right now.
she with it.
We doing it for
She's
Jesus.
with the
we
shits.
doing it for every single life out there, including Black lives. We doing
goddamn
it for all the Black lives that
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. She got a stunning cans of paint
Black
that
Lives
back.
Matter doesn't stand up for. Even Don Lemon said it in the news. He said it himself to Terry Crews that Black Lives Matter is not about what happens to Black lives in the hood. It's not about what happens to any other Black lives except the ones that they feel earn them money, clearly.
Yeah,
So we doing it for Christ right now, y'all.
she on that. Look at that. Look at all that paint back there.
We hidden everywhere. So pray for us, guys. Please pray for us. In Jesus.
You don't need prayer when you're doing God's work. You go out there and you smite those Black Lives Matter devils down. I have exorcised the demons. This house is clear.
His name.
Oh man, boy, I tell you. Look at all that paint. this. Oh man.
Oh, right here. You gotta take the top all the way up.
Oh my goodness. They getting it
Some
together
top-
too.
I took some tops off of some.
They got rollers and everything.
That's two.
See?
Try to grab-
Black. Let me tell y'all something. If y'all don't learn nothing else from this, Black Lives Matter, but let me tell you something. Black paint matters too, okay? This is a movement. Black paint matters. Hashtag that in the chat, please. Black paint matters. That's what I'm talking about. Bevelyn Beatty, black paint matters. Yes, it matters now. It matters. It means something.
Have 3 a person.
You got this.
Let's go.
Damn, the BLM is BPM. Black paint matters.
We cruising right now.
We cruising, y'all.
We gotta move quick.
This one is
Look at that. Now, Bevelyn, I'm gonna tell you, it's all right to use some gloves. Go ahead and invest. Invest in some rubber gloves. Maybe a few painter's cloths, maybe some smocks or something. It's like, go ahead and just spend an extra $20 and get some drop cloths to put in the back and some gloves to put on your hands. Y'all painted up like Arnold Schwarzenegger was in the first Predator. Y'all remember when Schwarzenegger put all that shit on? He's that Predator. Trying to stay off that radar. That's what they trying to do. He put all that shit on. They got war paint on and everything.
Hold on. Yeah, I got it.
Hey, just pray for us. That's all we asking for. Pray for us, y'all. Pray
Billy,
for
you
us.
ain't scared of
There's
no
other
man.
people here, just pray for us.
Ain't no man.
No, it's gonna spill. It's gonna spill.
I don't know what it is. We all gonna die.
Yeah, I gotta
Put that under the arm.
The roller?
Yes.
They getting it together too.
Put that under.
This is the beginning parts of a drive-by painting. That's what happened here. Well, actually, it's more of a walk-by paint. They drove up, but they walked by with the painting. This is a walk-by painting. That's what this is.
Oh, no, you have it. No, I didn't see you had it. I need mine. Let's go. We're going to at least cover the word black.
Let's go.
That's the goal. At least
Follow
cover
behind
the
us.
word
Be
black.
ready to pull up.
Let's go, y'all. Let's go, y'all.
Oh, excuse me. Boy, I tell you. We at least gotta cover the word black. Let's go, Bevelyn. Bevelyn, 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 Bevelyn. Hercules, Hercules. Oh, hurry, Bevelyn, hurry. Hurry, Bevelyn. These paint cans gon' pop. Yeah, buddy. There you go. Get it out there. Spread it on around now. Come on in now, Duke. Spread that paint on around there now. You know what I'd have did? I'd have told that Jamaican motherfucker, I'd have been like, look, man, you bumper clot. We're going to paint the whole thing over, man. We're going to make it bigger. Just back up, man. That's what I'd have told him. Beverly, let me tell you something. The next time that some people run up to you, say, hold on, guys. Calm down. We about to make it bigger, so we got to paint over this part first. That's what you tell these stupid motherfuckers, okay? Bevelyn Beatty, if you watching this, please just do that next time. When y'all go out there and say, hey, look, we with Black Lives Matter, and we're painting over this. We're going to bring some more yellow paint, and we're going to paint over this and make this bigger. And you would actually say, can you guys just help us cover this up real quick so we can start over? We're going to go from curb to curb and see if they help you. I guarantee you, Beverly, if you go out there with the right confidence, they will do that shit. Because niggas is stupid. Niggas will just follow anything. They are sheeple. They will be like, oh, for real? Word up? Hell yeah, we'll help you paint this shit. And they'll be out there working. You have about 30 niggas out there painting over this shit. They say, all right, cover up the part black, because we still gonna leave the Lives Matter up there. We're gonna do black first. We're gonna make it big. And then you tell them, look, say, look, we're gonna change it and we're gonna make the letters red, black, and green. That's how we gonna do it, okay? So just help us cover this up with black first so we can come back and paint back over it in the morning. And watch them niggas help you. The bomber clot.
Don't touch me. I don't gotta touch you. Don't touch me. No, I'm doing the wrong thing.
What they do? This for all black lives, man. This for all black lives. This for all black lives, bro.
No, but you wanna grab my friend's stuff and you wanna listen to you. You listen. His name is Jesus.
The fuck doing now? Let me tell y'all something. When you hear these Jamaicans, they be going out like they ready to kill everything. Let me tell you something. When you dealing with these Jamaicans, you better be ready to put one of them down. Don't be sitting there letting the Jamaicans just run off at the mouth because they get to talking. They talk loud. They be talking crazy. Next thing you know, it's a machete that done came out. So you got to tell them right off the bat, like, hey, back up your bumble clot. Bruh. That's what you got to do. Don't let those Jamaicans just keep talking because they get that courage built up. And next thing you know, they done hauled off and then whacked your ass with something. So you got to tell them right off the bat, hey, young boy, you don't want none of this here, boy. Respect. I'm rude boy number 1 right here.
His name is Jesus. I rebuke this demon.
They said it on the news. They said it on the news themselves. This is not for all black lives.
See, a she the cool piece says, hey, they talk gunshot, bullet. Buh. You gotta stop that Jamaican in his tracks and show him that you are ruthless. Soon as they come up, what are you doing, man? You cool. When they say you bumper clot, you say, hey, hold on now, Jamaican man. Look here, you watch that shit. What a guan, boy. Hey, I'm no batty boy here, man. You better go on now. That's what you gotta do. Don't let them get riled up, because they'll get that courage and get to fucking with you. Tell them motherfuckers I'm a rude boy. Rude boy right here. Respect, man. See? See what he did? You see? He got that courage. Next thing now, this motherfucker spear chucking. Just that quick. He done went from bomber clot to spear chucking number 1 man. Watch. You see? You let the motherfuckers talk long enough. There you go. You bomber clot. I'm gonna harpoon you, man.
Come on, bro. Don't say that, woman, bro. Come on, bro. This is all for black lives, bro. This is all for black lives. Come on, bro. This is all for black lives,
Shut up my face, man.
Don't do that, man.
Damn,
come on,
somebody
man.
broke something. Somebody broke something else.
His name is Jesus Christ. His name is Jesus Christ. His name is Jesus Christ.
You got a demon in
Oh, man.
Can you text me this?
I got you, bro. God bless you, man.
Yeah.
God bless you. Yeah, I'm with them.
Why they carrying on like this is not the right
Bro,
way?
this is, I feel, so what's the right way? You tell me.
I tell you.
And here's my thing. Real talk, though. Real talk. Let me get serious for a minute here. What they're upset about, they shouldn't be upset about. Because just like they protested and they put that shit down on the streets, somebody should be able to come along and freely protest it and put what they want down in the streets. That is the American way. That is what America is all about. The very same thing that you all went ahead and protested and painted in the streets, so should somebody be able to come along and paint and protest in the street. Y'all don't own the motherfucking streets. Black Lives Matter does not own Nan Street in New York, Chicago, DC, LA, anywhere. Last time I checked. So, if you are a United States citizen, you should be able to paint in the street if them motherfuckers can paint in the street. It's the street. It's public property. I pay taxes. I have every right to be in that street and to paint it if y'all painting it. I'm not disturbing any traffic lines. I'm not changing any of the traffic lines that are there. This is a black street. Black streets matter Black Lives Matter and black paint matters. That's exactly what I should be able to do. The thing is this, you want it your way. This ain't about being fair. This ain't about being equal. That's why I say this is a political fucking move. This whole goddamn Black Lives Matter thing, it's a fucking political organization. They're a bunch of fucking Marxists. And they are literally trying to not uproar, but they're trying to uproot capitalism. That's what they're trying to do. They want to usher in their own way of politics. That's it. And they're using terrorist tactics to do it. When you look at these fucking protests and these fuckers from Antifa and all this shit that they're doing, they aren't doing anything but being violent, obnoxious, overbearing fuckers. They're not going out here and, it's a peaceful protest. Every peaceful protest turns into some fuck shit every time they show up. When it's a large group of them together, it always goes left. And they think that they should just be able to come out here and take over the streets. It don't work like that. This is not that. And if y'all want to come out here, paint the streets, fine, paint the streets. But when somebody else comes along and wants to paint that very same street, ain't nothing you can do except get you some yellow paint and come out there tomorrow and paint over it. And if they come back the day after and paint over it with black paint, so be it. That's the name of the game. That's what democracy is all about. Y'all want to bring about awareness, y'all want to bring about justice, then it should be just us to come and paint over this shit just like y'all came and painted this shit. Didn't nobody vote and ask for this shit to be put out there? Y'all took it upon yourself to do it. And that's fine. But if the city's going to allow you to do it, then the city should allow everybody to do it. You don't get to pick and choose who gets to paint in the streets that everybody pay for. Plain and simple. It's a bunch of bullshit. And people talking about, see, this is black people trying to do something positive, and it's always niggas or it's always coons that's stepping in, that's trying to fuck the shit up or talking down on it. It's something. Here's the thing. Faith without works is dead. I'm going to get a little bit of Bible on you. Faith without works is dead. Painting Black Lives Matter in the street does nothing. It don't bring about fucking awareness. It doesn't bring about any type of change. All it is paint in the street. Has nothing to do with a George Floyd, has nothing to do with a Trayvon Martin, has nothing to do with the 400 niggas that done got killed in Chicago. It has nothing to do with that. It's literally a tactic to terrorize and to fucking gain political power. That's it. It's branding, also known as fucking propaganda. That's all it is. That shit does nothing for black people. Tell me the last time a Black Lives Matter anything saved a black person's life. Tell me, show me. Show me where Black Lives Matter came and saved somebody's life. Specifically, a black person. Or as black folks say, pacifically. If anybody can prove to me how Black Lives Matter, I don't get all this shit about bringing, and this is the whole thing. Just like with the goddamn quarterback, Colin Kaepernick. I'm bringing about awareness. Motherfucker, everybody's aware. What you bringing about awareness on? So we're aware. Everybody's aware that black people, there's 0.01% of black people that are unarmed get killed by police every year. On average, there's about 1,000 people total, not just black, but 1,000 people total that die at the hands of police. We understand that. So there is no point of bringing awareness. Painting Black Lives Matter in the street for the 6 people that got killed by the police, you don't have to do that in the street to bring about the awareness of it. But I tell you what about the 14 niggas that just got shot at the funeral last week? Tell me where that awareness is. Or do we need awareness about that? Oh, but we are made aware because it's on the fucking news. So everything that you talking about you doing, it's not doing anything. All you're doing is, hear me when I say this, and I know this is going to be a shocker. It's publicity. That's it. All you're doing is publicizing your own party, your own group. You're using this shit for leverage. You're using this shit to bring people together so that you can move forward with your agenda, which is what? Marxism, uprooting capitalism, and supporting your own political interests. That's it. That's it. Y'all don't even know where this money going. Y'all don't even know where the money going. Y'all, everybody who got Black Lives Matter masks, everybody who got the Black Lives Matter t-shirts, everybody who done donated to Black Lives Matter, do y'all realize that y'all niggas are donating to something y'all don't even know where the money going? Y'all don't even know where the money is going, what y'all donating to. Just think about that. How come and here's my thing too, if it's so on the up and up, if everything is all good and this is for the movement of our people, Dabo, the Good Times Post, if this is all about us, why wouldn't they be transparent and show everybody, hey, this is what we're doing with the money? The hundreds of millions of dollars. The hundreds of millions of dollars. I want to say, what is the number? I think it's like $200 million. And the minute you say, thank you, Wilfred, the minute you say they moving that money to the DNC, no, they're not. There's no evidence of that. Okay, then tell me where the money's going. Tell me where the money's going. Better yet, how come they ain't telling y'all where the money going? Just think about it. Why would you, if you're donating all of this money and you have a substantial amount of funds, the same people that talk about we need more programs for the kids in the streets, we need more jobs, we need, what did Lori Lightfoot say yesterday in my show? We need wraparound resources or some bullshit like that, some fuck shit ass term she made up. If they're doing all of this, how come they're not using the funds to fund that? You want to go ahead and get you some programs and some resources for the children that are in the streets? Well, I would think that if everybody's donating hundreds of millions of dollars, we ain't talking about 10s and 20s. We talking about hundreds of millions of dollars. Why wouldn't they show you and tell you, hey, look, we just gave $2 million to the boys, the United Boys, what is it called? The Boys Club. Hey, we just donated, 1.2 million. We just sent it to girls for the Girl Scouts of America. Why wouldn't you see those things? Wouldn't it even help bolster their entire agenda if they were doing those things? If they were giving back to the community? But they gave George Floyd, or as Nancy Pelosi calls him, George Kirby, they gave him $20 million. They gave him $20 million. Right. They paid for the paint. We don't even know if they did that. They could have got that paint donated. Sherwin Williams could have donated the yellow paint for Black Lives Matter. I bet you this. I bet you the city of New York paid for that fucking paint. I bet money. That is the city, that is New York City traffic paint. I bet you it is. Because my thing would be, if they're on the up and up, why wouldn't they tell you? Why it would be so advantageous to them to show their righteousness, to tell you this is what we're doing with the Black Lives Matter money. All the money you guys are donating, here's where it's going. Here's who we're helping. Here's what we're doing. We're rebuilding our communities. The shit that we just fucked up a few months back during the riots, we're putting that money right back into it, and we're building this stuff back up. If it was me, I would be showing y'all everything I'm doing. This is what we're doing with the money, guys. We're putting it back into the community. We're doing this. We're building this up. We're buying weave for all of the underprivileged girls in the community. We're buying 33-round magazines, Glock magazine rounds for all of the young thugs in the neighborhood, so they can help terrorize you motherfuckers even more. We don't want these young niggas, these young terrorists, we don't want them to have to reload. So we bought 5,000 33-round magazines for the Glock 17, Glock 19, and the Glock 22 to help them be able to shoot longer. That's why you had 60 rounds shot at the funeral. Black Lives Matter is buying extendos. I'm just telling you. And my thing is this, y'all. I have my own opinion on what the fuck it is. You gonna have to agree with me. But why can't y'all tell me where they putting the money at for all of the supporters? Everybody who's a Black Lives Matter diehard supporter, why can't y'all tell us where the money going? All of us racist Trump supporters, why can't y'all tell us, see, Black Lives Matter sends out a monthly report to show their expenditures on the money that's being donated as to where it's going and what community services they're helping to fund. Their Black Lives Matter is taking these funds that they have, the hundreds of millions of dollars that they have acquired and been donated to. They're taking those funds and they're actually using them to fund mental health resources that are now being put into the Black community. Wouldn't that be some shit to bolster and to show we're doing the right thing? We're being the example that the government should be. We're taking this money and we're paying for psychiatrists and psychologists to come and to get mental health services. We're feeding the homeless. We're feeding all of the Black lives because all of the Black lives matter. But that's not what you're hearing, is it? That's not what you're seeing, is it? All you're seeing is this. And that's why I'm glad Bevelyn is painting the goddamn city black.
What's that Black Lives Matter situation? It's a token.
Thank
this
you.
is
You
not.
think they stand up
I
for you,
understand
though?
that.
There you go,
I
bro.
understand that. I understand their argument. I agree, but this is extremely the wrong thing.
It's not extreme, bro.
It is.
It's just painted. It's just painted one. It's just painted one word. It's just painted one word.
It's not serious. It's paint. They're not hurting anybody. They're not causing anybody any type of physical harm. They are painting what has been painted on public property. Now, if Black Lives Matter purchased a building and they had this shit painted on their building, fine. If they purchased a billboard and had this painted on the billboard, or if the billboard said Black Lives Matter and they went up there and tried to cover it up, then these women would be dead ass wrong. They would be dead ass wrong. And I would be like, they need to be sued, they need to be arrested, and they need to pay for the damages that they've caused. But this is public property. And if the city is condoning and allowing this to happen, then the city needs to condone and allow them to happen. That's what's fair. Just the same, if you're going to give Black Lives Matter the right to go and paint the street, then you got to give everybody the right to paint the street. It's that simple.
No, this is not for the people that died at all.
That's why you leave.
Come on. Go, 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 go.
Come in here doing that. We ain't bothering you. Do what you want to do, but don't do that.
Shut the fuck up. I can do what I want to do, say what I want to say, live how I want to live, play how I want to play. It's the Addams family. Why would they be offended at what they've already done? Y'all started this shit. Because here's my thing. If somebody went and took a bunch of paint and they painted Trump, or if they painted MAGA on the streets, everybody would say what? They shouldn't do that. It's racist. Trump a racist. This is a racial statement. You're trying to start a race war. That's what everybody would be saying. Oh, so I can paint Black Lives Matter in the street, but I can't paint what the fuck I want to paint in the street. I can't paint Trump 2020. I can't paint Make America Great. I can't paint Keep America Great. Why can't I? What's the difference between Black Lives Matter and Keep America Great? It shouldn't matter. My thing is this. Just because something says what it says, a particular phrase, that don't mean that's what the fuck it is. Niggas, stop being so stupid. Stop being so easily led and stop being so easily misled. Just because some shit says Black Lives Matter, that don't mean it's for niggas. That don't mean it's for black lives. Because like I said earlier, show me where Black Lives Matter has saved a black life. Show me where Black Lives Matter has stopped a black life from being taken. Show me where Black Lives Matter has done anything for black lives. It's all bullshit, man. You are being used. The fact is, you shouldn't have to have a goddamn movement about black lives having to matter. They should matter to us. And if they matter to us, that should be enough. We should be the ones showing the world that Black Lives Matter. Just because you paint it or put it on a fucking t-shirt or put it on a goddamn mask that don't work or you put it on a hat, that don't make it so. We are so caught up in branding and propaganda and just publicity that we don't actually ever get shit done. We never do any goddamn thing because unless it's some destructive shit. Oh, we'll do that. Let's go loot and take all of the shit out of Foot Locker. I'm with it. But we won't do anything that's for us and just do it because it's the right thing to do. It got to be on Facebook Live. It got to be on Instagram. We got to Snapchat it. We got to do that first. Why is that? How come we just can't say, you know what? We're going to go after these motherfuckers that's shooting these motherfuckers. That's shooting us. The people that's shooting up our funerals. The people that's shooting up our fucking neighborhoods. We going after that. We don't have time to fucking IG it. We don't have fucking time to Facebook Live it. We're going after it because it's the right thing to do. Why not just do that? As opposed to, we got to start a movement. All right, y'all, we got to get together. We got to bring awareness first. Huh? House catch on fire. Hold on. Before you get that water hose, let's go on Facebook and bring awareness first. Don't call 911 just yet. Let's go live. Let's tell everybody on live what's happening. Then we'll go and call 911. That's what we're going to do. What? What are we going live for? The house is burning. If it's burning, you put the fire out. Car not starting. Hold up. Before you start tinkering around with your car, let's go live. And then we'll start looking at stuff. Huh? Why would you have to do all of this extra shit if you know what's right and what's wrong? If you see the problem, address it. And I'm sorry, but going out in the street and spending time, energy, and resources to paint the words Black Lives Matter in the street don't mean a goddamn thing to the black people that are in the streets. It just doesn't. The black people that are in the streets that shit don't mean nothing. Do you think Ray Ray and Nuck and all them niggas, do you think they looking and saying, hey man, wait, hold on, let's go shoot these niggas over here on 73rd. All right, cool, folks, let's go do that. Wait, hold up, stop. What you talking about, folks? Stop the car, man. Folks, why you want me to stop the car? Nigga, just stop the car. Get out the car, man. Why, folks? What you talking about? Get out the car, nigga. All right, we out the car, what? Do y'all see the street? What do you mean? Do we see the street? We on the street, nigga. No. Folks, look at the street, man. It says Black Lives Matter in yellow letters. Damn, fo, I ain't never seen that before, G. Yeah, man, gangster. Man, you know what? Man, let's not go shoot these niggas, man. What? Yeah, man, we don't need to go shoot these niggas, man. Can't you see in the streets? Black Lives Matter. You know what, folks? You right, man. Let's go ahead. Let's take our guns that are illegal. Let's go turn them in. And, man, let's go turn over a new leaf, man. Let's do that, folks. Yeah, folks, you right, folks. Folks, you right, man. Let's go ahead. Man, matter of fact, this the last night for us to sell dope out the trap house, man. Fuck it, man. Fuck trying to take over these other blocks so we can increase our motherfucking clientele and increase our motherfucking product distribution. We don't need to do that, man. That's hurting our people. Can't you see that Black Lives Matter? Why would we go sell drugs, man? It's in the street, folks. It's telling us what it is. We don't need to be doing this. Yeah, folks, you right, man. You right, folks. Folks, you right. All right, man, we're going to stop selling drugs and we're going to stop shooting up this opposition, man. Why? Because, folks, look in the street. Black Lives Matter. Folks, you right. Let's turn over a new leaf. The end. The fuck out my face on the internet. Niggas ain't even, do y'all realize that they not even painting Black Lives Matter in the area where the most black lives are being taken? You should see Black Lives Matter on 79th Street. You should see Black Lives Matter on 63rd Street. You should see Black Lives Matter on 47th Street. You should see Black Lives Matter on every King Drive, Martin Luther King Drive in the goddamn country. Every MLK street, every MLK park, you should see Black Lives Matter painted there. It should be Black Lives painted on every block in the Wild Hundreds. On the 9, on the Tray, on the Deuce. Shout out to a Deuce, low down, nigga. But I'm just saying, they need to put that shit on every fucking street if that's your point. If you want to bring awareness and you want to stop black lives from being taken, put the shit where the black lives are being taken. Y'all putting the shit in front of Trump Plaza. Ain't nobody get killed in Trump Plaza. What? Who done died in Trump Plaza? Trump Tower. Who's died there? Somebody please tell me. Who done got killed in front of City Hall? Who done got killed in Washington, D.C. In front of the Capitol? Or wherever the fuck they got that shit painted at in Washington, D.C. Who done died there? So why would you paint some shit where the shit ain't happening? There's a group in Chicago, activist group called Kids on the Block. And you know where they have their little, they have a little, what do you call it? a memorial. They have a memorial, and what they do is they take a brick and put a kid's name on it. You know where they got it? They got that shit in the heart of fucking Roseland. Why? Because a lot of fucking kids then got killed on the blocks in Roseland. New Kids on the Block? No, that's a boy band. This is just Kids on the Block. But I'm just saying, they at least had the wherewithal to say, let's put this shit where the shit happens. Not just downtown in front of the water tower. Not just in front of Sears Tower. Goddamn right, I still call it Sears Tower. I ain't calling that shit Willis Tower. I'm from Chicago, milk. Let's put it down on the lakefront. Black Lives Matter. But ain't nobody dying on the lakefront. Ain't nobody down the lakefront in 20 years. Let's go put it on the Magnificent Mile. Black Lives Matter. Niggas ain't even shopping down there. That's where black people shop. Niggas, they don't shop on the Magnificent Mile. Black people shop there. White people shop there. Niggas shop at the Swaparama. Niggas shop at Evergreen Plaza. Niggas shop at River Oaks. And they don't even have the shit there. All I'm saying, man, is this. When you're talking about trying to change something, don't just be too quick to just do anything. Do y'all realize that the fucking, when you talk, and here's why I'm saying this. When you look at the civil rights movement, when you look at what Martin Luther King, SCLC, NAACP, I said SCLC, all of those groups, SNCC, all of them, that shit was planned and thought out. They had lawyers, they had churches, they had demonstrators. They strategically planned on how they were gonna do this. They just didn't get a bunch of niggas together and some paint and go on the streets. They filed petitions. They filed court cases. They filed grievances. They literally did the paperwork and the back end part of it. They sat and they met and they actually laid out a plan to say we're going to do this first and do that first and then do that. They didn't just take a fucking knee. So when they got asked about it, they could specifically articulate what it was that they wanted, what it is that they're doing it for, and what it's going to take to end the shit. They cared about optics. They just wasn't out in the streets being dumbasses, throwing shit, spitting at police officers, throwing water and all. They wasn't doing that. They were well-dressed, well-organized, and they had a plan. When you don't have a plan, when you're just doing shit to just be doing some shit, what happens is it's not just chaos, but you get exploited. And that's what's happening. Niggas, y'all are being exploited, taken advantage of. People are using you to cause this unrest for their own backdoor political agenda. And you want to know how I know I'm right? Watch what happens and watch how all this shit starts to fade to black. Or just fade after the election. Mark my words. Motherfuckers gonna stop talking about Katrina. Motherfuckers gonna stop talking about Black Lives Matter. All that shit gonna get dialed down once the election is over. Just watch what happens. Watch what happens with CNN. Watch what happens with all of these liberal fucking media outlets. Watch how this shit dials down and just fades off and tapers off all of a sudden. Watch the politicians. Watch them start getting quiet and going back to work. I'm telling you, you are being manipulated. And I understand that it's a part of the game. And I understand that this is what America is. But black folks, we don't have to play the game the way that they want us to play it. organize and get your own shit together and say, hey, this is what we need. This is what we want. If you want us to play in this shit, you got to motherfucking scratch our itch first. That's what you do, man. Watch what you're doing and watch what you're being a part of before you just, yeah, it's for black folks. You say Black Lives Matter. Gotta be for us. Please. And I'm not mad at the fact that they got their group and they doing what they want to do. Whether they terrorizing or playing the politics, whatever you want to do. My problem with Black Lives Matter is that y'all calling it Black Lives Matter. And clearly Black lives don't matter to y'all. That to me is some fuck shit. Call it Marx Lives Matter. Marxist lives matter. Call it Marxism. Call it New World Order. I don't give a fuck. But I take offense to it because you calling it Black Lives Matter and it ain't about Black Lives Mattering. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying, y'all. Make them respect you. That's what you need to be thinking about. Because it's disrespectful when you have political people, political groups just using you. That's just like I said about Biden. The fact that he said, if you ain't black, if you don't vote for me, you ain't black. Motherfucker, how dare you? The fact that you said that shit, and I ain't mad at him for saying it, but it's a matter of respect. Say what you gonna say. Take it how you want to take it. But when a motherfucker say some shit like that, you need to be like, damn, this motherfucker just don't have no respect for me. He don't have no respect for us. To say some fuck shit like that, no matter if you offended or not, the fact that he said it, the way that he said it, you should be able to say, well, at least I know that this motherfucker don't respect me. At least I can clearly see now that this nigga, not only, he just think he got my vote in the bag because he said this shit. Just like when people got offended when Trump said, what y'all got to lose? He was fucking right, but still, I don't like the way you said it. Fine. But the fact that this motherfucker is challenging your blackness because you ain't voting for him, man, get the fuck out my face on the internet. Nigga tell me, hey man, you don't vote for me. If you don't vote for me, you ain't black. Man, I'd be like, shit. Tell me some shit like that. Man, if you don't go to Black Lives Matter, if you don't support Black Lives Matter, then you ain't black. Shit. The fuck out of here. If you vote for Trump, you a racist. Shit. Man, please. Fuck out my face on the internet. It is what it is, man. Let me go ahead and get on up out of here. We right at an hour. I'm going to keep it groovy. I'm going to keep it smooth, just like that. Let's go ahead. Let me give a shout out to everybody that donated. If you're watching this, please click that like button and please click that donate button. Help a brother out. Here we go. Let's go. My man A.O. Jeans hit your boy up with $5. He says, keep up the great work. Hey, I'm trying, man. I'm trying. I appreciate you. Let's go. My man DJ Jig Tight. Great job, bro. Hit me with $5 as well. Thank you, man. I appreciate it, man. Look, everybody that donated, I thank you guys so much. Let me see if there's anybody else on the PayPal side of the game. I don't want to rate the app right now. Let's see here. Look at here, look at here, look at here. Boy, look at here. Nope, ain't nobody hit me up on the PayPal. Oh, wait, hold on. It didn't refresh. Nope, didn't nobody hit me up on the PayPal side of the game. But hey, I appreciate everybody that donated. I appreciate everybody that clicked the like button. Thank you guys for taking your time out to just give the show a watch and a look-see. Please click the share button. Send this to somebody and say, hey, And I just want to end it with this. Say, hey, check this out. But I want to end the show with this. Bevelyn Beatty, good job. I'm glad that you had the wherewithal to say, hey, this is what I want to stand up for. This is what I'm against. I don't like it, so I'm going to do something about it. And you did. I'm all for that. You went out on public property and you did just what other people did to that public property. You went and painted over it just like they painted on it. Fine by me. And if they want to go out there and paint over it tomorrow, fine by them. That's what they do. And that's what you should be able to do. The fact that they taking you to jail over that shit is bullshit. I hope that you continue to do what it is that you do. Hey, it's all about this. And I don't think that this is the movement everybody needs to get behind, but I do think that we should all be able to get behind this because this is what America is all about. The same way that all you Black Lives Matter protesters can get up and go down to wherever and walk on the streets, walk up and down the streets, go to people's neighborhoods, Antifa can walk around and tear shit up, so should this lady be able to go out and paint over a Black Lives Matter sign that's on public property. You don't want nobody painting over your sign, then take that $200 million and go buy yourself your own property and put your own shit up on it. That way it's private property, and then you ain't got nobody, then can't nobody touch your shit without breaking the law. Plain and simple. So I hope that this video helps somebody become a better version of themselves. Thank you to everybody that checked me out over on the United Guns of America in the VIP section. Thank you to everybody that came over and checked me out on the relationship rehab. I appreciate you all. I will be back on tomorrow, or better yet, later on today, with another show. I'm getting back into my groove. I got the studio put back together at about 85. I'm about 90% actually. I just got to do a few other things on the other side, but it's looking good. I'm happy. I appreciate you all. Thank you, everybody. Y'all have a good night. What that say? Ruger 15, R15 cheap is about $600. Oh, y'all talking about guns. All right, yeah, we can talk about that on another show. But hey, I'm gonna leave y'all with this.
Shit.
That's my new shit. I love it. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. I'm loving it. All right, y'all. Y'all have a good night. Peace. And I'm out. Hey. Here I is. Yeah. Shout out to my man V City.